I'm still not ready. If you're new to these parts, it's a consistent thing for me to never actually be ready when the camera goes live, but it's all part of the it's all part of the wonder and awe coming to the AEIOU Oracle. At least you know they're not edited. So, okay, I have changed things up around here. And I basically, because I want to use some of my brain power, and I don't want this to sound egotistical at all. I absolutely love reading. I love reading your collective readings for you. I love reading cards. I love doing tarot. But there is literally so much more to my skill set than what I have been doing. And for my own peace of mind, I need to stretch my brain. I need to use it, and I need to share the God-given gifts that I have been that I have been bestowed, because they're there for a reason and I should be sharing them. So the way that I'll be changing things up is I will be sharing and trying to download as much information that I have been given in regards to improving your health, your well-being, your abundance, and your life in general. That is the idea. So hopefully in these videos, you will be able to get something that is practical, safe, and simple that you can use every single day to improve whatever facet of life that you want to put it to. I believe that having a greater intuition can improve your business. It can improve your relationships. It can improve your home life. It can improve your health. It's literally, we're all meant to be using our intuition. And a lot of us have had it suppressed, especially from childhood. You know, I see certain things, I feel certain things, and parents are like, no, that's not what happened. That's not what you see. Or they're confused by what you've seen. Generally, the intuition is always strongest when we are children, and it sort of gets weeded out of us as we grow up. And especially by the time we get to school, most of our intuition has been numbed out of us. But that doesn't mean that it can't come back. With me, it came back in such a strong way that I had to turn it into a profession. But anyway, enough about me. Okay, so if you are a man, a woman, whatever you do in your life, whatever profession you're going to put this to, your intuition can only make you a more wealthy individual. And I don't just mean by money. I mean, like, you will have better relationships. You will have more abundance. Like, think of abundance as more ideas, better decision-making, quicker decision-making, having the right people around you to create that abundance with you. Like, there's so many facets of how your intuition can help you. Like, this is a serious thing. This isn't woo-woo. This isn't fluff. This isn't, something that is just for the spiritual community. This is for everyone. This is a skill. And some of the best business people that I have met over the years have had a really strong intuition. Like, they don't understand it in a sort of spiritual context. They understand it in a practical context, which is like a gut feeling that they get about something. And some of the best, most wealthiest people in the world basically make decisions just on their gut feeling rather than their actual team that they take advisors from. Like, obviously they take that into account, but most of the time the final decision is what's going on in their gut, and that will be the solid rock that moves them forward. Okay, so I'm going to keep it really, really simple in this one. And if you watch this and you want more information and you want me to go deeper, then please say. Like, in all my videos, I ask for feedback. Like, I don't want to say things that nobody's bothered about. Like, tell me what you want to hear. it is so much better when this is like a conversation rather than just me like blurring into the consciousness. Like, tell me what you want to hear, tell me what will help you, and I will gladly post videos. Like, that is what I'm here for. My intent is to be helpful and to improve your lives. Like, that's what lights me up. I want to see people doing well in their lives. That's my intention. So whatever you are struggling with, get it in the comments, get me a message, and I will gladly do a video just for you. Like, it will help so many more people, but just be brave enough to actually ask for support, whatever it is, because that is like, you'll be so shocked of how many people will actually comment on the same things and comment on the same videos. So that, I'm just putting that out there as like an introduction-y kind of thing. Like, actually say what you want. I am here for it. Like, I am here to serve. I just want to say that again. So your intuition, what even is it? You can say that your intuition is something outside of you, that you are getting, information from guides, spirits, gods, whatever. Like, everybody has that, and that is completely true. But your intuition specifically for you comes from inside you. It comes from your energetic body reacting, right? And you need to understand what that communication is, right? And it's different for everybody. My body, I have a language now where I know truth, I know disgust, I know step away, I know wrong. There is a language that I have built up with my body over time, and I have done that with experimentation, with messing up royally, and you have to be okay about that because you don't learn otherwise. And also, you have to understand that the power of your intuition comes from you, not anybody else. It's your energetic signature. It's what feels right to you. If you're going to start clouding your intuition with other people's decisions and other people's intuition, then you're not going to get your intuition to be strong as what it can be. Now, this this is probably one of the hardest skills that you need to learn. And the main one is you need to shut everybody else out to learn what your intuition is. Like, you need to move through your life and listen to your gut feeling, like what is going off for you, right? And when other people put in their oar and try to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, this is when you say, I really appreciate your feedback, but I'm going to go with how I feel, right? Even if it completely messes up, you're going to learn something from it. You're going to learn what that signal means for you. Okay. So, two first steps is like, you cannot be scared to mess up. You cannot, because you will never learn anything. That's a life skill anyway. And number two, you have to cut people off. And I don't mean like literally cut people off. I mean, you have to, if you're going to be sure in your own intuition, you have to get the information from yourself. Okay. And it's not that you're being like obstinate, you're not being difficult. It's that you are trying to practice your own intuition. And hopefully, the people that are around you and that care for you are going to let you get on with it. Because if they don't, then they're not letting you grow. Okay. So even if you're going to make some seriously like terrible mistakes in your life, it's like when a child does it. Like, you can tell a child 50 times to not do something, and if they still get the urge that they want to go and do it, you have to let them learn. Like, you have to. So you have to give your energetic like body time to learn a language with the universe and the outside world around you, right? Once you've started to get some kind of serious about that, then you can start having the different voices and who means what, and what, when you're speaking to God and when you're speaking to an ancestor and all that kind of stuff. That's down the line. Don't worry about that yet. It can get really confusing. And obviously, you've got a load of like other stuff that you probably don't want to be listening to in there as well. So, listening to your physical body is the fastest way, like getting to know your physical body and how that reacts to your surroundings is the quickest way to learn intuition. How your stomach reacts, how your physical body like literally reacts to. I've got no idea what that was that just went through the camera. Wow. Like, eat watch how, like, if your jaw clenches, what does that mean? If you literally feel in fright, if you back away, if you cross your arms, like, your body is constantly communicating with you. Like, say if you're in a business meeting with someone and they're giving you the ick, there is a reason why they're giving you the ick. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're a nasty, horrible person, but it might just mean that the business that you're trying to do with that person is not right for that person. Like, your intuition can kick off because it knows, like, another thing that I need to tell you is that all time and space is happening at the same time. That is a really hard thing to get your head round, but your body could be reacting to something in the moment because there is a timeline where something shit happens with that person. That's how good your intuition can actually be. Like, there is a reason why your body is reacting in the way that it is, and you need to start understanding why. It takes practice. And you'll start seeing patterns. Some of the smartest people on the planet are people who can recognize patterns. Pattern recognition is one of the highest forms of intelligence. If you can do this in the way that your body operates into the world around you, you've got it made. Honestly, you have got it made. When I have, like, just for example, I'll tell you one thing that was such a turning point for me with my intuition. Was me and my baby daddy, we split up, right? And we had to sell the house. Absolutely, it needed to happen because we both had money in the house. Absolutely needed to happen. But I had this overwhelming, like, my body was like on complete, there was no doubt. Like, I felt so strong in my body, like all my muscles just like overwhelmingly strong, that we were to not sell the house immediately, right? And I was told by my body to do it up. I'm very good at, DIY. I love interior design. I really enjoy it. It's a skill that I possess from like a million years ago. I've done property for a lot of years. And at the time, I was a single parent. I had a really young baby. And I was like, oh, dear God, like, why am I being given this task to do? Like, I can't do this. And the more that I sat with it, the more strength and motivation that I could feel in my body. Like, when I actually asked my body, can we do this? My body was like, yeah, go for it, girl. Like, every morning I was getting up before my son was to do work. When he was having a nap, I was doing work on the property. Like, I had so much go and energy towards this. That's your intuition. Like, how your body reacts to decisions. Like, does it decrease your energy? Does it increase your energy? You will know. Okay. So my ex was going crazy because he wanted to buy another house. The solicitors were going crazy. They were like, Miss Gaines, why are you doing this? Like, you can't sell the house. We're, in the middle of a lockdown. You can't sell the house for more than what you bought it for. Like, literally everyone was telling me. My friends were telling me that I was mental for doing all this work on the house. They were telling me that I wouldn't get the money back. I had estate agents coming round that were, from lots of different estate agents that my ex was getting in touch with. Like, they were all telling me, you need to sell it now. We're going into a lockdown. It's going to be this, that, and the other. It's going to be terrible. And every time I asked my body, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And every time my body was like, get on with it. You can do it. And like, I was getting pictures of what the room should look like and how much work I should do to the property and how I should involve my son. Like, my son helped me take the kitchen down. It was crazy. And he was like 2. And he loved helping. He took paper off walls and he really enjoyed it. And it was lovely for us to do together. Like it was such a beautiful thing. It turned out to be what I thought was going to be really, really stressful. It turned out to be such a beautiful thing. And the workmen that came round to help at the house were all beautiful and lovely. Like the whole process was actually a really like good thing at a time when there was so much unrest going on in the rest of the world. And I could have like not listened to my intuition and got caught up in all the fear and tried to find a new house in lockdown and all that kind of stuff. Instead, my intuition was making it into a really beautiful process. And everything that like came from that process was a really like enjoyable thing. Like I look back at that and I see massive sense of achievement. I have made lots of friends from that process. My son learnt loads of skills. We had a lovely lockdown doing what we were doing. Anyway, so let me move on. The last estate agent that came round to actually put the house on the market, it was like almost near where we were finished. He was saying that we would get like 220 for it or something like that. And I was like, absolutely not. Went back into my intuition. What's going to happen? 320 came up. And I was like, really? Sat with it for a couple of days, kept coming back, and it was just so strong again. Like I could feel it. I could feel the power in my muscles. I could feel the forward energy, like just complete, just go forward with it, just do that thing, right? That's how strong your intuition can be. And it can be very, very precise. So I went ahead to the estate agent and I said that that was the price I was going for. They poo-pooed it at the start, and I said, I will get it. I will get it. And the estate agent was like, I'm sure that you will do with the amount of, effort that you've put into the property. It could be and then he started changing his mind. He was like, it could be a possibility. Great. What did we sell the house for? 320. Like at a time when literally everyone else in my life said no. So can your intuition make you richer? Yes. Can your intuition completely change your life? Yes. Can your intuition build friendships? Yes, absolutely. It can improve your health. Once you get the hang of how your body feels about different circumstances, you start understanding the emotional intelligence of your body and what's actually happening. Why are you sick? You can ask your body that. Why are you in pain? Where is this headache coming from? Like, you can start using your intuition to start scanning your body, your energetic body, and you will build a repertoire of why different things are happening and how that you can fix them. Because once you stop taking medication, and I don't mean this, I'm not a doctor, I'm just going to say that out there. Once you start listening to your body and what it is trying to say, you will stop trying to cloud its judgment. And it's exactly the same as listening to other people around you. Once you start taking painkillers and lozenges and all these different things to curb the way that you feel, you lose sight of what your body is communicating. And I can say 10 out of 10, it will probably be back, because if you try to suppress the emotional intelligence of your body, it will be back, and it will be back with a vengeance. So if you're getting poorly on a regular basis, this is also a skill that you can learn to work out what your body is saying. I really hope that's landed so far. I'm going to keep it that simple to start off with. But if you watch this and you want more, then tell me and I'll post some more information. And just to finish off and do a little bit of a sales pitch, is the reason why I actually made the AEIOU Oracle. If I could literally say it correctly, that would be great. I made this deck to improve your intuition, whether you're using it for business, whether you're using it for your health, whether you're using to improve your intuition on a daily basis, then this is a great tool. Okay. So if you're feeling a little bit confused, maybe you're having a feeling where you've got this like irk in the pit of your stomach and you're like, I want to know what that is. Take the gold section and you can pull out a card and it will give you a intuitive hit on what your body is trying to say. This deck of cards isn't a forever fix. The idea of this deck is that you use this until you get great at learning what your intuition means. It's making the point for me. This is how good they are. This is the nervous system. This is what I'm talking about. This is the intuition card. So if I went to the book, I love that they show up for me so perfectly. If I go to the book, I go to the segment which is the nervous system, and it says, this group of cards is associated with enlightenment, memory, and future self. There you go. And if you want to screenshot that, it will tell you exactly what that card means and how perfect it is basically for what we've just been talking about. Yeah, I hope you can screenshot that. I'm trying to keep it as clear as possible. Yeah. So that is what I've been trying to say in this reading. That's how good they are. I can't even take ownership of this deck. This is what came through from my intuition. I was so clear to make this. It was over years and years. Every single time I was told what to do with them, I did them. And they started off as just drawings. And now they're the most amazing tool that I could ever wish for. Like, I feel so humbled that I created this with the help from the universe. We all have a divine connection. We all do. It's not just something that I have. And I want to teach everyone that they have exactly the same gifts and skills as me. I'm just incredibly sensitive because I have had years and years and years of experimenting because I haven't been scared to fuck up. That's basically what this is all about. And I want to teach you how to do this. So if you would like to purchase the AEIOU Oracle deck, then please do so from my website. You can find the details in my link in my bio. And as I said, if you want any more information about this kind of thing, I'm going to be sharing videos every single day. I'm going to think of things. But if you have something that you actually want some practical advice on, get in the comments and message me, and I will gladly oblige. But let me take you to the other page because I feel like this is a message for us to move through. So I'm going to put this up on the screen as well. So this one is about creativity, intuition, and your desires. So that couldn't be more perfect, could it? So what I would say from this card, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it. This card that I'm putting on, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it. This card always gives people the ick, right? Always gives people the ick, this one. Always, always. This is the card that I get the most resistance from. And the reason why is nobody wants to hear something that's negative towards themselves. They don't want to hear the resistance. They want to hear the block is cleared. As a society, right, this is how embedded our society is. This energy of the blaze is what our society is actually indoctrinating into all of us, right? And this, I love it, is the idea of the next video that I'm going to post. So I'm going to do a video about the patriarchy and you'll understand what I mean by this card. So that leads me on so beautifully to my next video that I was going to do today, which is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I get so excited with the way that these cards work. Honestly, it's just magnificent how spot on and true they are. So I'm going to leave that there and I'm going to go and move on to the next video, which is going to be about the patriarchy, if you're at all interested. Yeah, and until next time, I hope that I'd love some feedback. Get in the comments, give me some feedback. Is this helpful? What kind of stuff you want to see? I'm changing things up because I need to share all this information that I have in my head. I want to see people thriving. I want to see people around me thriving and, you know, doing well with their businesses and making money and living good lives. Like that is what I want from this work. And there's so much that I can share to help. Stick around. I'll see you soon.